Hello everybody and welcome to the 23rd race of the RLANZ Aldi Cup Series, season number 3. We are here at the Bristol Motor Speedway for the Irwin Tools Bristol night race. First off, I would like to apologise about my voice. It might sound a little bit off. I'm not feeling 100%, but it is the best I've felt in a few days. So yeah, that's just all I wanted to say before getting this. We have our 42 drivers ready to take part here at the Bristol Motor Speedway, and the chase is coming up, of course. And you have to really do well in these next few races to really put yourself as a championship contender. So, anyways, we'll get to the starting lineup. We'll go on the bottom of your screen. Jake Rogers is on the pole as the 98. Starting alongside of him, great qualifying run for Bruno Navarros in the 20. Row 2, Jack Porkins, one of his favourite race tracks. He starts 3rd, and Matthew Ingram, 29. Can't remember if he's points leader or not. Don't think he was. No, he wasn't. He is now 3rd in points. Row 3, Cyrus McGee and the 88 of Patrick Schamberger. Row 4, Tristan Allen's the new points leader. He starts in 7th, and Len Hicks in the 16 is 8th. Highest uncharted driver in the field, Colin Driver will start from the 9th position, around the top 10. It's the number 37 of Angel Alonso. Row 11, Kelly Lee, the 51, still in the chase at the moment. And the 33 of Cody Smart, new car for that team. Cody used to drive the 22, of course, and had the 33 sold off by Mainly Motorsports, and they bought it, so Zach Ryan will drive that car for a number of races as well. Behind them on row 7, Isaac Nichols in the 48, Las Vegas winner, and the 95 of Jonathan King. Row 8, Dominic Anthony, still a mathematical shot at the chase, very surprising after the year he's had. And starting alongside of him, Chase Marks on row number 9. Yeah, 9. Sorry, just had to think about that. It is Richard Fridge and the 01 of Jackson Lynn. And rounding out the top 20, Matthew Skipper in the 43 and the 36 of Annie Thomas. So let's get this race underway here at the Bristol Motor Speedway. Cars will roll off now. Or a little bit, actually, hang on. I'll be right back in a minute. Sorry about that, forgot to skip forward. But now the cars are rolling off. And everyone is, so that's good to see. Some big names towards the back of the field. We'll see how this race goes tonight. The winner of this race earlier in the season was our previous winner in the Aldi Cup Series, 24 of Simon Nichols, back with the Chevrolet car. Starting a lot further back than he would like. In that 24, he starts 25th. Green flag is out and we're underway. The great jump for Rogers. He'll jump out into the lead. Porkins moves his way up to 2nd. McGee up to 3rd. The first lap is led by the 98. The Valvoline Ford. Got a fairly handy gap already back to the 04. McGee is 3rd. Allen's still 4th. Those guys have ran away a little bit. The 11 of Colin Driver's moved his way up into 5th position. 51 Kelly Lee now 6th, and Isaac Nichols is now 7th. 3 wide between Richard Fridge, and now 3 wide including Abraham Hicks and Matthew Skipper. And we got a caution on the racetrack. Here on lap 4, it's Matt Tuck. Now he was coming off a great run last week in Watkins Glen, and had put himself back in contention for the chase, but he's going to be out of this race. 1 point by the looks of it, and Lucifer Sam was also involved in the 77. Oh, a little bit of contact. Oh, you're kidding me. So Sam is running to the back of Manuel Marin. That might be it for him. He's a lot of damage. That's bad news for Sam because I can't remember where he was in terms of the chase, to be honest. Anyways, Jake Rogers is the leader. Let's take a look what happened to Matt Tuck to trigger the first caution of the race. Down the front, it's an unfortunate case of 3 wide. Just gets hit by John Andrews. Gets turned to the inside wall, and poor old Vance Caldwell loose for Sam. Yeah, that was Marin, okay. So Sam came up and hit Marin. And Vance Caldwell also had nowhere to go in the 26 car. And Matt Tuck, it's his night done, absolutely. This car is smoking heavy damage on the Hitachi Ford. Take you back to the restart. Coming back to the green here at the Bristol Motor Speedway, I think we have 41 drivers left in the race, and we do. Matt Tuck out of the race in the number 23, so a tough break for him. But anyways, Jake Rogers is the leader, Jack Borkins still second, third is Cyrus McGee, fourth Tristan Allen, and fifth is Colin Driver, 6th Kelly Lee, 7th Isaac Nichols, 8th is Bruno Barros, 9th Dominic Anthony, and 10th is Richard Fridge. Great run for South Florida Motorsports, 8th and 10th. Green flag. Rogers holds the lead for the moment. Porkins likes Bristol. Yeah, so he's still in second place. He had a very good run here in season 1 and a couple good runs here and there as Lee bounces off the wall. She's going to fall back. He's got a lot of damage. And she's fallen outside the top 10, I think, now. There's a Price in the 50 game by. Angle Ram fell back a long way. So did Landon Hicks, I think. Both those guys fell a long way back. And speaking of falling back, Kelly Lee is falling through the field in the Dodge Charger. He continues to fall back. That's a bad break. As Cyrus McGee's now falling back. Tristan Allen was able to get by him. Colin Driver. Isaac Nichols. And now here comes the 20 of DeBarros to the inside. The 21 shoots up the racetrack. Way out of the groove. He's going to hit the wall here. Oh, I thought he was going to hit the wall, but he didn't. Good save there by McGee. He's going to lose a lot of time. I don't know if someone was on the pit road there. But anyways, the front two have ran away. It's 0.3 of a second between each other. And a second back to third from first. So Rogers looking for his third win of the season. Porkins has been winless this season. Oh, and Isaac Nichols nearly lost it off the corner trying to hunt down the 11. So Rogers, definitely improvement this year for him. And he notices that. Switched numbers from 12 to 98. 12 obviously moved to Tristan. And I think has done a very good job. It's obviously his preferred number. It's worked very well for him. He's doing a good job. He's running away from Porkins just a little bit. You see the gap just kind of expanding a little bit. Now, Angel Lavin Alonso here in the 37 has gone way off the pace. I'm not sure if there's damage on that car. Let's just check. He's 2 laps down, so I feel like he... oh, Chase Marks, the 31 car. Oh, Caesar nearly hit the wall back there, but Marks is 4 laps down. Now, you see Matt Tuck in the 23 is actually out of the race. You can't really see it, but even though he's 16 laps down, he's out of the race. Marks and Alonso, something's happened to them as Cody Smart bounces off the wall. Something's happened to them, and I've missed it somehow. And they're way off the pace. Because of, well, they're not off the pace, but they're out of contention. That's a bad break for those guys. Particularly for Marks, who's pretty close to that, to falling out I feel like he's falling out of the chase right now with the 41st, but, you know, You see Vance Caldwell's a bit of left side damage after his crash. Or being involved in that first crash, I should say. She's got damage on both sides, so you're gonna catch these guys in a minute here, Jake Rogers. His gap is now 5/10 of a second. So he's running away from Porkins. Pretty good car. Porkins still second. Allen's still third. Con Driver still fourth. Isaac Nichols, the best of the Chevrolets, in fifth. Bruno Barros, great run for him, in sixth. And seventh is Dominic Anthony. Eighth, Richard Fridge, another great run for him. Be that 25. Matthew Skipper is ninth. And the 50 of Zendik Price rounds out the top 10. Great run for those final three guys. He's in the top 10. And then Cyrus McGee is 11th. 12th is Engelram. 13th is Dawson Miller. 14th is Henry Gore. 15th, Simon Nichols. 16th is Landon Hicks. 17th, Eli Bright. 18th, Garrett Sonor. 19th, Kelly Lee fell all the way back. And Brandon Bent, who had a tough qualifying run, is 20th. Complete 29 laps of 100 here at the Bristol Motor Speedway. Still Jake Rogers. He's led every lap so far. Only the one caution so far, which is more than we had in the first 61 laps of the first Bristol race. So you see now Vance Caldwell, I feel like his damage is slowing him down. You see Alonso just got past him. Now King is getting passed by Alonso. So Alonso's car he's not slow. He's just had something go wrong maybe on him. Not sure what the case is. Might have to find that out after the race. And there's the 98, 6/10 of a second over Jack Porkins. But because of all that traffic, it's just gone down nearly 1.5 tenths. So this is a bad break for Jake Rogers. Did not need this. He's right behind Caldwell. Now Caldwell should get out of the way here, because he doesn't need to be holding up the lead. He's got damage anyway. And Borgins is closing in. It's now 3.5 tenths of a second. Allen is closing in. Colin Drive is closing in. Nichols is closing in. So the gaps have diminished to Rogers because of this 26 car. Look at Porkins. He really closed in that time. Or at least I thought. It wasn't actually as much as I thought it was, but still gained a little bit. Still see that 98 shot even if you do that. Good look at the... Oops. Too late. Just look at the whole field. 98 is still right up on the back of the 26. So Porkins really closing in here, where he was a minute ago. And now Rogers kind of falling back a little bit. Way too high there by Porkins. Now that leaves him vulnerable to Allen, who's now got that gap back to just nearly 3/4 of a second. Now it's under 3/4 of a second. So he's closing into this battle as well. And Rogers could not find a way around that 26, which I'm sure he wouldn't like. We're actually closer to halfway. We're on lap 43 of 100, which means we have 47 laps to go. So nothing much going on. You see a good battle here for fourth. Colin Driver and Isaac Nichols. Let's see here. Out of the top 5, only Porkins has not won a race this season. So he might get it here tonight. Alan, of course, has won the Coca-Cola 600. Colin Driver won at Rockingham, and Nichols won at Las Vegas. 20 car. Bruno Barris has not won a race this season. None of the rookies have. Dominic Anthony has won. 3 rookies here, they haven't won. Cyrus McGee has won. Engelran has won. Miller's won twice. Henry Gore has won. Simon Nichols won 3 times. Hicks has not won a race this season. Still with that second career one. Eli Bright won the Aldi shootout at the beginning of the season, but not a points race. The 45 car Garrett Senor. He has not won a race this season. He's never won a race, actually. Caleb Lee has not won a race this season. Chase Marks has not won a race this season. Brandon Bent, defending champion, won at Dover. John Andrews won at Auto Club. Jackson Lynn has not won. Nathan Stapleton's not won. Julio Caesar won at Daytona. Dan Parker's not won. Patrick Schamberger won at Texas. Go further back. No. Lucifer Sam won at Talladega, and I think he's the reason why this pack is so close together. Caleb Campbell's not won one. Eddie Thomas has come pretty close but hasn't won. And oh dear, Caleb Campbell, the 39, just as we were talking about him a minute ago, has had something go wrong, has brought it down the pit road. But we will stay green as he did not stop on the racetrack. As Colin Driver now falling back in the 11. And now they're starting to get by the lap cars. So that puts Alonso 5 laps down in the 37. And he hits the wall as well. But yeah, I was saying, Andy Thomas has come pretty close to winning a race, but hasn't actually won one yet. John Sheets, same can be said for him. Same can be said for Marin. Getting pretty close to Las Vegas, I think. Aiden Shepard has not won a race this season. Roger Ray is not. Jonathan King's not. Caleb Campbell's not. And of course, Hedger Alonso has not either. So that's 17 winners so far. Here we go. Change for the lead. Oh dear, Caldwell. Well, now he needs to get that back to the pit road, otherwise we're going to have a caution here. I don't think he's going to. He's really slowed it down. Nah, that's it. Caution. There you go. Vance Caldwell blows up in the 26. We'll try to stay on the lead lap. It's good news for those guys that are about to fall a lap down. Jake Rogers did not need that. It's a second caution of the race. We don't really need to know what happened, or don't really need to see what happened, because we know what happened. So we're going to follow with the 98 and see if there's pit stops. There should be, because we had pit stops around about this time in the first race, and we are going to have pit stops. Alonso's obviously going to stay because he's a couple laps down, so that makes sense. Tristan Allen's giving the F4 a bit of a bump. Going to follow with the 20 here, because here's the furthest pit stall. Actually, no, let's just follow with the 98, but we'll go 04, whatever. Here comes the 04 and the 12, leading them down. See the 37, 31, 39 all staying. Now they're coming in. I think Campbell's actually staying out because he pitted before for some reason. He had an issue. And it's Colin Driver in the 11. Must have taken fuel only. That's an interesting call. And Porkins actually gets out ahead. Where is he? Yes, Caleb Campbell is staying out in the 39. That kind of makes sense after he had that issue. But Colin Driver won the race off, and Pawkins actually did get by the 98 car. So finally, the pit crew has a good stop for the 04. Rogers falls back a position, and now these guys, I believe, are going to get stuck a lap down because they were too slow on the pit road. And, Julio Caesar's coming back down by the looks of it. And he turns to the 99. Oh, thought the 95 was going to hit the pit barriers there. So something's going wrong for the 91. By the looks of it, because I think he came down, didn't he? I'm not sure. It's a bit of a mess, so we'll take you back to the green here at the Bristol Motor Speedway. The new leader is Colin Driver. Coming back to the green here at the Bristol Motor Speedway, Colin Driver is the leader, Jack Pawkins is second, third is Jake Rogers, fourth I believe is John Andrews, I'm not sure, yep, Andrews is fourth, and Tristan Allen fifth, sixth is Isaac Nichols, seventh is Bruno Barros, eighth is Richard Fridge, ninth is Zenick Price, and 10th Matthew Engelram. Oh, and down comes Andrews. So something tells me that something went wrong there. Now these guys are all coming in. Not sure why 17 is coming in. 37 coming in because, you know, it's kind of understandable. We got to change for the lead. 98 car has got around Pawkins. Andrew's still on the pit road. He's going to lose a bunch of time. And Pawkins is going to fall back to third. Where's the 11 gone? Oh, the 11's come down the pit road as well. So something tells me that those two, something happened to them. It's very odd. Very, very odd. A tough break for them. They didn't deserve that. Particularly Colin Driver. He was having a great run. So Rogers has taken the lead back off Pawkins. Tristan Allen is now in second. Pawkins now third. Isaac Nichols fourth. How about Richard Fridge now into fifth place because of all that. Sixth is Zednick Price. Seventh is Engelram. Eighth, Dawson Miller. Where did he come from? Landon Hicks is ninth. And 10th is Dominic Anthony, the winner of this race last season. Oh, and Tristan Allen's actually at the 17. I'm not sure if she's just come off the pit road. If she has, then ain't gonna go over well. So Allen's gonna fall back at least to fourth place, maybe even fifth. Richard Fridge moves into fourth place in the 25. Here comes the 50. See the 5s on the outside back there in the Chevrolet sponsored car. Might be able to get in. No, not quite. So Allen being shuffled back, a tough break for him. Look at the gap though, the 98's got 1.68 seconds now over Pawkins. So Sandy Garrett's a lap car. She's not racing for the lead. How many lap down is 3 laps down, 38th. Tough break for her. You see 26 and 23, the only 2 cars out of the race. Now Caleb Campbell is actually is he on the lead lap now? No, he's 2 laps down. So obviously that issue he had has not helped. These guys all came in again for some unknown reason, and now they're way down the order. 35th, 36th, and Alonso's already having issues. He's 40th, so not a good day for Bailey. $24 to go. So 98's really running away with this. 2 seconds now. Sorry, I was kind of just fading out there for a minute. zoning out, I should say, not fading out. How about Richard Frigid, the 25s, moves his way up to 4th place. That team obviously looking for their first chase berth. And right now they're getting pretty close with the 45 car. No idea where he is, Garrison Orr. There he is. Sorry about that. He's currently 16th, so it's not the absolute worst for Sidnor, but certainly could have been improved. Could be improved, because the 01's ahead. Oh, Bruno Barros. Something's gone wrong to the 20. I'm not sure what had happened to him. He was having a fairly decent run. Looks like he smacked the wall somewhere. That is it for him. Caution. Well. So what has happened to Bruno Barros, the outside pole sitter? Oh, and Henry Gore just got by the 01 there at the line. Very good driving. So that was the thing that the 98 did not want to see. As now that 2 and a bit second gap has gone. We'll take a look what happened to trigger the caution. Now this to me looks like maybe a blown tire or something, because very strange. See, he gets a little sideways, gets off the racetrack. You see the amount of right side damage. Might have just thought about cutting the pit road, missed it, and eventually just stops it on the racetrack. Or the apron, but obviously that is enough to trigger the caution, and he is going to fall multiple laps down. So tough break for DeBarros. He's having, I don't know where he went after the pit stops, but he was having a fairly good night up until the pit stops anyway. So tough break for him with that 20 car. Jake Rogers is the race leader. We'll take you back to the green. Coming back to the green with 13 laps to go here at the Bristol Motor Speedway. We still only have 40 drivers left on the racetrack. The 26 and the 23, the only 2 drivers out of the race. And we only have 24 drivers on the lead lap. And the 20 car has got himself back out there, but he's unfortunately 3 laps down. Jake Rogers is the race leader. The 17 is a lap down, so don't mind her. Jack Porkins is second. Isaac Nichols, Richard Fridge, Zandy Price, the top 5. And there's the green. A tough restart for the 04. '17's actually right on the back of the 98. And now she goes way up the racetrack. That might be what wins Jake Rogers the race right here. It's just under 5/10 of a second already. We only had the 3 cautions tonight. We've been a lot cleaner. As only one of those 3 cautions have been for actual crash. Obviously that was the one with Matt Tuck, Lucifer Sam, and Vance Caldwell. Then Caldwell blew up onto the second caution, I should say. And then, of course, the most recent one with DeBarros. So, fairly clean night here at Bristol, I've got to say. Obviously, a lot of cars with some right side damage, but that's going to be expected here at Bristol. Now the battle's really for second. Can Porkins hold on, or will it be Isaac Nichols who gets up into that 3rd position and... Sorry, into that 2nd position, not 3rd. So... It's an interesting battle. See what happens here. Follow from behind. Take a look. Colin Drive trying to make his way through the field. Something happened to the 21 car. He came in under the caution, I believe. So, where is he right now? He's 23rd. I believe he's one of the last cars on the lead lap, is he not? He is 2nd last driver on the lead lap. And he's just got around the 91. He's going to get around the 41 next, who's on the outside as well. So, you see Garrett Sinor's losing a bunch of positions as well. The 45 car up there. So, tough break for Cyrus McGee. We've got to figure out what happened to him post-race. They're finally getting around the 17, so... Sorry about that. Just had to do that. But anyways, Jake Rogers' race to lose. He's got 3 laps to go this time. Become the second 3-time winner of the season. Interesting to note this as well. Simon Nichols won here at Bristol early in the season, and the following race was won by Rogers at Richmond. So very interesting, very interesting. As the 98 leads it with 2 to go. So it looks like Rogers pretty good on these short tracks. Someone's on the pit road, couldn't tell who that was, but anyways, the white flag, 1 lap to go for Rogers. It's over a second to Jack Pawkins, 1.1 seconds, so he's good to go. And it looks like Pawkins will hold on a second. 3rd win of the year, Jake Rogers wins the Irwin Tools Bristol Night Race. Everyone crossing the finish line, and it was Cyrus McGee in the 21 actually. Oh dear, 30th. So looks like maybe didn't get all the fuel in or something on that 21 car. So that's a shame there. But anyways, Jake Rogers is your winner here at the Bristol Motor Speedway. It's his 3rd win of the year. And by our calculations, 36 damage. But that's not what I was trying to say. I just saw him. There's one of the guys locked into the chase, I believe. There's the other one. Just disappearing, actually. I believe those two, the 29 and the 12, those two will be locked into the chase based on their results here tonight. So, congrats to those two. They'll be the only ones by our calculations. Simon Nichols, I think, will be not close enough. If he got 1 more point, then he'd be locked in. So, it's basically impossible for him to fall out. So, as long as he finished, what, 41st next race, then he's locked in. So yeah, congratulations to the number 98 of Jake Rogers for winning. See you guys next time at Michigan.